Welcome everyone to another Aerosmith classic. I'm going to go over this song. You saw the intro, the shortened intro if you will. I'm going to start out going with the actual picked notes that you hear first, and then I'll show you what you saw in the beginning as far as chords. Of course, my notes that I wrote this out for everyone will be below the video. You can download them and follow along. So the intro string section will go like this. And it just repeats over and over again. So I looked at live videos. There isn't really any good videos that captures them doing this intro. There's one where you just see Brad for a second and he's up here, so I believe this is correct. I'm going to show you an alternate way of doing this. That I'm an economical player. Whenever I look at these songs, it's like what makes sense in what position, okay? So again, I believe from seeing the video live, he's playing it up at the second position. So our first string is open throughout this, okay? We'll be on the second string, 2nd fret, and on the 3rd string, 4th fret. And we're gonna pluck the 3rd string, 2nd string, 1st string twice. And then 3-1. All right, so we have this. Then you just slide up with your middle finger to the 8th fret and leave the 2nd and 1st string open. Okay, so we're going to play 3rd string 8. We'll play 3, 2, 1 as far as strings. Then we move up to the 9th position, same finger, all right, and it'll be the 3rd string, 2nd string, 1st string, and then back to 3 and 1. So it's kind of abbreviated like the very first one. So all together slowly, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it repeats. Again, I think it repeats 4 times. Let me bring up the notes. Yeah, 4 times. All right, I'm going to show you the alternate way. You might be more comfortable playing it this way. Okay, so what I've done for this alternate version, and it's written at the very end of my notes, so you can follow it, but I've just transposed the notes. So here's a B, and here's a C sharp. Okay, so I'm using the 4th string B, and then the C sharp on the 3rd string at the 6th fret. So we get 9 and 6, 4th string and 3rd string. So we'll go 4th, 3rd, 1st twice, and then 4, 1. And then you're right here to put your finger down for the 8th fret. You know, again, it's whatever you're comfortable with. I like to give people options when I see them, but I believe Brad played it up at the 2nd position. All right, we're going to play a B power chord to start out with, and I want you to use your middle finger, or your ring finger and your pinky on this, or your middle and ring, whichever you're more comfortable with. Because when we get to this E, we're going to lift up. I'm using my pinky, so I'm going to lift my pinky up, put my 3rd finger down, okay? So to start out with, B power chord, playing the 2nd fret of the 5th string and 4th fret of the 3rd and 4th. So when we slide that up, pick up the pinky, add the middle finger here to the 3rd string. That'll be at the, let's see, that's 8th fret. All right, so we have 7, 9, and 8. And then we add our pinky back down for an E power chord. Okay. Okay, this chord's an E major 7th, but we're not playing a 3rd in it. So we're only playing the 5th, 4th, and 3rd string. And then put your pinky down on that 9th fret for a full E power chord, all right? So we have this. So after that, we're going to come back and play a B power chord to an A power chord and E power chord. Back to the B, the E major 7th minus the 3rd, and E. Then a B chord, power chord, and then an A with a crescendo. So we're going to kind of bring it up for 4 counts. And then you'll hear this. Alright, okay, so now we're into the verse, and this is the main rhythm of the verses. Okay, what we're going to do is hit an E power chord and then up strum with muted strings. And then back down. So we have this. We're going to hit that E power again and slide back to 8 and 6 and 8. And then we're going to move to the 4th fret with the 6th on the ring finger. So a C sharp, we're going to slide up to our D sharp. All right, so we have this. At that point, we're going to come back to that B power chord. Alright, that B power chord is always 3 times. So we're going to hit it. And then there's a slight pause. So listen to it. I mean, it's real fun to get in the groove with this rhythm. And after we do that B power chord, we're going to go to an A twice. So all together at a medium tempo, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the verse will go 2 measures where we're hitting the A, actually 3 measures, and then start over again. The 4th time through it, or the 4th measure of it, we just stop on those 3 strikes of the B. And then we're into the chorus. Okay, so that's the only difference in the verse. They'll do 3 measures with an A, turn around. And the last one, just 3 Bs. So that was the chorus. Let's go through the chorus next so you'll have that section. Okay, so for the chorus, what we're doing, we've hit our end of the verse with 3 Bs and holding it. The way we start the chorus is another B power chord into the open 6th string to the 3rd fret of the 6th string with a slight pull down, and then to an A power chord. Okay, it's pretty quick. Just take your time and build up speed. And after we hit the A, now we're going to come back down the first time. So we're going to hit our E power chord twice, and then to the 6th fret, and then to our B. And then we're into that lick again that starts the chorus. So anyhow, we have what's your story? That's the first measure of the chorus, all right? Second measure, we're just going to hang on the B. So we're going to, an E. So that's when he says, "Cat got your tongue." All right, so to start it out, it'll be the same way with our B power chord into our open 6th to 3rd fret, and then A power chord. So the A is hit twice, then muted, and then one more time. Okay, then we're right back into that lick. So that's the second measure of the chorus. So it's a little different. All right, let's do those two measures together. We're going to start the chorus off right on the B. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we're going to repeat the very first measure again. Okay, we're going to start off, basically repeat this, but we're going to walk all the way down. We're not going to skip to the B. We're going to go to the C sharp, then the B, and an A. So the fourth measure, the last measure of the chorus. And then we go to an A. And you'll hear a lick, the very first chorus. I've written this lick out and we'll go over it next. But I want to go through the whole chorus together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so during that last measure, we're on the B to the A. You'll hear a lick. Again, I researched my videos. Nobody shows you this lick, and it's such a simple but beautiful lick that they do right here after the chorus or at the end of the chorus. So we're going to go through that next. Okay, that lick that's in the end of the chorus, this is basically an E minor pentatonic in the, I think it's 5th position. So you know the pentatonic, if we start on E, if we go just before it, that scale goes like this. Alright, so the lick starts out on the 5th fret, follows that scale up to the 2nd string at the 12th fret. So we're going to go 10, 12, and then 9, 12 on the 4th, 9, 12 on the 3rd, 10, 12 on the 2nd with a bend and done. And then they're back in. Back into the verse. Okay? So that's the little lick there. Okay, we just talked about the lick with the first chorus. Well, you're going to go through the verse again, and the second chorus, same way. But I want to talk about how well constructed this song is, because the second chorus is taking us into the solo rhythm, okay? And the solo rhythm actually takes us right out back into the 3rd verse. So the way it does this is when you're in the last measure, when we walk down, okay, so let's go through the very last measure. I'm going to do the B to the 6th string and then back to the A power chord, walk down through the second chorus right into the solo rhythm, at least the first chord. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Through it just to show you how all this really melds together. It's wonderful how they did this. So, okay, we're walking down the last measure of the chorus from our E to our, let's call it E flat, because we're going down, not D sharp. E to E flat to D flat, okay, to B, and then A. And our A. Now, they start the actual solo rhythm. So we're going to go to a D minor for 8 counts. Alright, after that we'll move to a C power chord. Then just move your first finger down, we'll do a reference of a B power chord. Then the way it ends, we're going to hit E twice and start right back into the verse. So the 2 E's get you started right back into the third verse. So that's the solo rhythm. We go through the third verse, we go through the third chorus, exact same ways. After the third chorus, we're going to do our walk down. Then we're going into a bridge. Now this bridge will lead to the next, let's call it the fourth verse, but it's really a decrescendo. It's played real softly. So when we get to this bridge, it's basically going from B power chord to E power chord. Now we're going to do B power chord to AE. Back to B and E. Then B and A, and just kind of hold that. Then we come in real kind of softly. Now the technique to this is just not striking your strings hard. You're going to come through the verse. So it's a real, again, what a wonderful song as far as being put together and played. So we're going to do that 4 times. On the last A, we're going to start picking it up, fortissimo. I think it's just 2 hits on the A. But you get the idea, so follow that. It's just, playing with your amp, same settings, don't touch your volume, just strike your strings slightly. So that'll give you that technique. All right, the first measure of the solo will go like this. Alright, so what he's doing, basically going down the scale, but we're going to start out on the 5th string, 12 to 14, then we're going to move to the 4th string, 12, 14, and then just hit 15 and use our ring finger up to 17. Because what we do then is use our first finger on the 14th fret of the 3rd string to 16, 17. Then we move up, use your first finger to the 15th fret, and the 2nd string we're going to hit 15, 17, 18. And we'll do that on the 1st string. Then we go back 15, 17. Then we're going to hit 17 with a bend, and then 17 without a bend to 15. Alright, so not real difficult. There's different ways to play this. I've looked at the tab and starting on the 7th. To me, again, being economical, I felt this was the best way it was played. So, again, This is just my interpretation, but okay, let's go through that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, at that point we're going to move to the 12th position, hammer on the 13, pull off, back to 12, that's on the first string. We'll hit 15 on the second string, back to 12 on the first. Then what we're going to do is hit 13 to 12 and move down to 10. So we have this so far. At that point, we're still on the second string. Alright, we're going to take the 12th fret with a bend and release and pull off to 10, hitting 12 again. And one more time, same thing. Alright, so far we have this. Then we move to use our first finger, 10th fret, second string to 3rd string, and then we're going to slide to 9. Okay, at that point, that puts our pinky in position to grab 12 on the 4th string to 10, 9, and it's kind of slid down and back up. And slid right back in, okay? And so we have this. So the next lick, we'll move to the 4th string after we've slid up to 9. Alright, we're going to, actually, I'm sorry, the 5th string. We're going to go 8 pulled off to 7 twice and hit 7. Okay, then we'll go to the 6th string, 8, 7, 8 pulled off to 7 and slid to 5. Then we take our 5th string at the 7th fret, slide that up to 8, and then from 8 up to 14. And then the end is on the 4th string, 12 to 14. Alright, so let's go from the 5th string, 8's pulled off. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's the whole lead. I really hope that helps everybody. I've enjoyed figuring it out, and we'll catch you next time. Enjoy.